Well, good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, April 9th. We're just leaving Denise's neighborhood. It's all under construction still. They don't have all the roads in, and it's all messed up. But we don't have any birthdays today or anniversaries that anybody told me about. So I thought we would just chit-chat a little bit on my way home from Denise's house. We just came from seeing Mary. She fell. I don't know how that she managed that, but somehow she was trying to get into her chair or something. I don't know what the deal was, but she fell out of the chair. And I'm not going to that lane there. I like getting out of her place. At least it's easy to get out here on this main road. But she blamed it on me because I brought her robe the other day, and she always has a problem when she loses the belt. So what I did was I put it through the loop and then tied it like a little knot. And then the other one I left kind of loose, so it would be easier for her. So the only one would go. And she said that because of the knot in the loop of her robe, which she was not wearing, it caused her to fall. And I says, explain to me how that happened. Well, because I never put a knot in my robe hoops. And I go, yeah, but how? Were you wearing the robe? No. Did you trip on the robe? No. So where was the robe? It was laying on the bed. So I could get no logic or reason for rhyme or reason. That was it. Rhyme or reason for why she thought the robe was to blame for her falling. But all she did was she bent her finger back a little bit, broke her nail. So they put a Band-Aid on her little finger. She said that she didn't fall on her head or anything. She said the nurses came pretty quickly, which was good to hear. She says thankfully she wasn't far from the cord that you could pull for the nurses that she has tied. Which she always told us, because we brought little clips from home and clipped it on the side of her bed, and she kept saying that was annoying. We didn't put it like where it would bother her when she got in and out of the bed. It was like when she was laying, she could reach it. So I said, see, aren't you glad we clipped it to the bed? And she said, yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to reach it. So, but she's still in very good spirits. And then we talked to the social worker, and her insurance is going to cover her right now until the 19th of April. And then on the 19th of April, they'll do another assessment. And she said, but she feels that they're going to give her another 19 days after that. So we'll see. She's also decided she's going to file for Medicare Part B. She only has A and C right now, I think she said. So she's going to apply for that. And then she's also going to apply for Social Security disability, which, as bad as she is, should be approved the first time. But I know from talking to people that they always deny the first claim. And then, because even her doctors even said it, and the social worker said, yeah, you should have started that a while ago. So we did that. And then we found out that one of the medicines that she's supposed to be taking, she's not taking because she doesn't like the taste of it, is for her liver. And they said it is a very bitter tasting medicine, but she needs to take it twice a day. And Mary said she thought it was just to help her go to the bathroom, and they said, no, it's to control your liver functions. She says, but it tastes nasty and I don't like it. And I said, I don't really care. And I told the nurse, I said, you have my permission to throw that down her throat. Because I said, Mary, pretend it's like a shot or something. Now, everybody takes a shot and then they follow it with a chaser. Just figure out what you want to do as a chaser, and then drink it down like it's a shot of something, and then use a chaser, whether it's water or juice or something. So she said, okay. But the joke is, because Mary does not like cranberry juice, and on every single tray that she gets, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there's a glass of cranberry juice. And every time they come in, we tell them she does not like cranberry juice. And we see them right on the chart, like on the little thing, no cranberry juice. Orange juice instead. She's never gotten orange juice. She still gets cranberry juice. So when we were telling her about the thing, she had a little glass of cranberry juice from her lunch sitting there. And I said, there you go, Mary. Follow it up with two things that you don't like. Take the bitter medicine for your liver, and then chase it down with your cranberry juice. And she said, oh, for sure, I'm not going to be taking it then. I said, yeah, I know that. But she drinks a lot of water, so I said, just follow it up with some water. And she has some V8 juice. She likes V8 juice. I said, I know it's still gonna have the bitter taste of the medicine, but like I told the nurse, I said, pretend she's a small toddler and figure out, or pretend she's a dog and hide it in something. And then Mary kind of laughed. She says, yeah, maybe you could put it in some cheese. And the nurse just kind of laughed. She said, well, no, Mary, now that your family is telling you, I have to do what your family says. Mary says, I know. So we did that. And then Christy's coming over tonight. She wants her dad to go with her to pick out. She wants to get new blinds for her living room window. And she's not sure about how to do the measuring and stuff like that. So Jim and I are both going to go. I haven't got anything else to do. And it's 4 o'clock, and I just realized I haven't eaten anything. I'm thinking, why am I so hungry? I'm very hungry. It's because I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to go home and have something healthy. And then, I think I took some chicken out of the freezer. See, yeah, my mind is such a fog. I'm almost positive I took some chicken out. I have chicken for dinner tonight. So you got to wait for me because I go first before you. Oh, this is funny about this little road. This is it's got a double yellow line, so it's like a main road. It's not like a major main road, but it's a main road, and it's got a double yellow line all the way down through it. And then once you cross over the main street here, which is 23 Mile Road, once you cross over this, then on that side of the road, the speed limit is 40 miles an hour because it's considered a main road. But on here, there's a sign that said 25 miles an hour. So I always thought it was strange, even though it's a residential section, because in Michigan, which I think most places, but in Michigan, residential areas, the speed limit is 25. But you can be on a busy street and it still be considered a residential area, but the speed limit's not 25 then. You just have to live on a busy street, and so you got to pay the higher price. Okay, what are we doing here? This is the bad part about being in this lane. You don't know if people are turning or going straight. People are turning. So anyway, somebody in the newer cars, when you're driving on a road, not my car because my car's so old, but Jim's truck, it'll tell you what the speed limit is where you're driving down that road. And somebody was driving 40 miles an hour on the road, and they got a ticket because the sign said 25. And so, because it was on Facebook, that's how I know this is true. But yeah, because everything on Facebook is true. I realized just as I said that how redundant that statement was. But anyway, it did turn out to be true. I'll put it that way, because they did some research and found out that the state of Michigan had never put a 25 mile an hour sign up. That what had happened is the residents had got together and decided that they were going to purchase their own sign, and they took down the 40 mile an hour signs, because there was one on each end because it's a short little jaunt, and they put up the 25 mile an hour signs. So when the guy went to court, he had all of this research and everything, and they figured out that, yeah, they didn't, at that time they didn't know that the people in the neighborhood had changed the signs, but they realized that the signs were wrong, and I guess they went and changed them to the 40 mile an hour signs, and then somebody caught somebody taking the sign down trying to put the 25 mile an hour sign back up. So, like sneaky people around here, devious. So now the sign does say 40 miles an hour, but most people drive a little bit slower. Not too much slower, but only because of force of habit of always driving 25 miles an hour there. Well, if I was a suspicious person, I would think that this person behind me is following me. And if this was nighttime and I was driving alone, because I watched so many Criminal Minds, I would continue on driving. Oh, see, they turned again. See, now, if this was at nighttime, only because I've watched Criminal Minds so much, I would continue on driving, and then I would drive to the police station. I've learned my lesson. It's like when I watch something, I go, don't you ever watch Criminal Minds? Like I don't know if you've seen it, the Ethan Crumbley, the boy that went and shot and killed all the people at the school, and then the parents were found guilty of negligence and stuff. It's like the father was calling the prosecutor's office and making threats from the jail cell. And I'm thinking, do you not watch TV? Do you not know that your things are being recorded. I was like, how silly can you be? But all right, we're home. That's it. That's all I got for today. So like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.